The West Coast, they lead that spring.
It's week 6 of the 2026 season, and we've got the Vikings' rocket-armed quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Vikings and the Panthers, just ahead on EA Sports.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw 1 interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So a tough early challenge here. 2nd and long after the sack. Off the play fake. McCarthy. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
His drive is almost over before the game. Thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on the first down. Followed by an incompletion. Run with the route. And they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one caught by Carter. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. McCarthy. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
On first down, McCarthy throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attacked them up.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Albert O, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells their offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's got Bellinger. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Off the play fake. McCarthy.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. So, Charles, you're looking at this offense. So, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The Vikings at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's their down.
They gave them an instant to react. It's a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Either walk into the quarterback in just a couple of seconds, running back for the line, you have to react and attempt to throw it back.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Off play action. McCarthy. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
under pressure, and they got to him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. But now this offense comes back out onto the field as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. A final shot before break. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. Albert Okwuegbunam in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again. Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And this belongs to the Vikings. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, Kamara. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have it on 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 18. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Tackle there by Rashard Lawrence. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. As they run the counter play. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCarthy. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers about ready to take over.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter play. They'll pound it up the middle with Camaro. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So here are the Vikings to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy going deep here for Watkins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Quez Watkins with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This is caught. It's Hardy. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, which you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout?
He's got a man, complete. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Back to throw. McCarthy. Again, that's Watkins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll look to throw now on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a throw here, hauled in. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review, and this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect